fight fans, welcome to this week's exciting edition of WFS Showdown. I, of course, am Dallas Danger, your host, and will be joined at ringside by Jonathan Darwin. He'll be calling all the action today, as you have come to expect each and every week. But before we get into anything further, we have some pre-recorded comments from the WFS president, Tim Horner, about the card today on Showdown, what we're going to see on the program. So let's take a look at that right now.
Hey wrestling fans, White Lightning and Tim Horner here, president of WFS World Fighting Showcase. A lot of things have been happening in World Fighting Showcase area. A lot of tensions have been rising amongst a lot of wrestlers. Everybody coming to me wanting this, wanting that match. Well, you know what I'm going to do? As president, I'm going to give them what they want. I'm going to make everybody happy. So on today's show, you're going to see the WFS tag titles, the champions who heat seekers versus the sensational troublemakers, Brian Logan and Wayne Adkins. Also, the TV title is going to be at stake. Crash Cassidy versus Murphy Costigan, who's the champion. The WFS American title, Reaper Carnard versus David Anthony, who is the champion. So today, you need to stay on this channel, don't move, and watch, because you're going to see the best wrestling going today.
Wow, what an announcement from our WFS president, White Lightning Tim Horner. He has seen enough, as he said, and he has put into place for the program today 3 title matches. All 3 titles here in the World Fighting Showcase are going to be on the line, and we want to get to all of that as soon as possible. So we're going to get our first commercial break out of the way. Don't go anywhere. 3 titles on the line here on the program after we return from these messages.
This is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted superfans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. Legends of the Territories, greats of the arena, matches you will see nowhere else. WrestleRewind.com, the streaming network for real wrestling fans. 30-day free trial, monthly and yearly subscription rates, members-only exclusive content. If you miss how it was, come stream with us and we'll remind you how it is. WrestleRewind.com, the network for real wrestling fans.
Hello fight fans, Dallas Danger here, and if you're like me, you love all the action here on WFS Showdown every single week, but you don't want to wait until Saturday to see all the stars of the World Fighting Showcase. Well, I have great news for you. If you go to WFSinsider.com and become a subscriber today, you'll be the first to see Showdown each and every week. WFSinsider.com. For less than $5 a month, you can become an insider. following contest, scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit, is for the World Fighting Showcase World Tag Team Championships. Introducing first the challengers at a combined weight of 453 pounds, the team of sensational Wayne Atkins and the troublemaker Brian Logan. And their opponents, weighing in at a combined 457 pounds, they are the World Fighting Showcase World Tag Team Champions, Elliot Russell and Sigmund, the Heat Seekers.
You're giving your instructions back in the dressing room. Obey my commands at all times. Challengers, do you have any questions? Champions, do you have any questions? Go back to your corners and sound the bell. Fight strong!
And what a way to start this episode of WFS Showdown. WFS Tag Team Championships are on the line as the Heat Seekers defend against the team that some are calling the sensational troublemakers, made up of Wayne Atkins and Brian Logan. WFS President Tim Horner put this match together because he said that this one was so important it needed to be on this program. We not only have the Tag Team Championships on the line today, but the Americans Championship and the TV title as well. As we see Sigmund going to work on the left arm of Atkins here. And the Heat Seekers, very well traveled. They've been to Mexico, Canada, Japan. They've really shown themselves around the world. And look at Atkins flipping over Sigmund there. Atkins has Sigmund grounded. Sigmund able to fight back up quickly. And now stalking Atkins here. Two men just measuring each other as Sigmund gets the side headlock now applied on Sensational One. Look at that wrist lock applied. It'll be interesting to see which team makes the tag first and continues to bring in that fresh partner into this bout. You hear the fans calling for the breaking of the arm, and Sigmund says no way. And even though Atkins got something there, Sigmund going to work now with that knife edge chop as he whips Wayne over to the corner, but Atkins with a great speed and the Sensational One comes off and nobody moves. And Sigmund takes down Atkins. And an unbelievable hit toss by Sensational Atkins. And if you can't see it completely because of the fact that Sigmund is being tossed around by Wayne Atkins now. If you take a look very closely at the right boot of Sigmund, you will see the letters BL. The Heat Seekers interrupting Brian Logan's retirement speech and taking his boots, those sacred boots that he has worn in such matches as when he defeated Larry Zbyszko. And now Logan in there He's been wanting to get his hands on these guys for a long time. He told me earlier today, you know what, Jonathan? As much as I want my boots back, I want to knock these guys down a peg, and an inverted atomic drop there and a clothesline by the troublemaker. As I was saying, Logan was telling me earlier today that he wants to take these two men down a peg. And he told me the best way he can think of to do that is by taking the Heat Seekers Tag Team Championship. And now Elliott Russell being compared to poultry by the fans. And wait a minute. No. Well, the referee needs stepping in there very wisely. The Tag Team Championship cannot change hands on a disqualification.
Hello, fight fans. Dallas Danger here. And if you're like me, you love all the action here on WFS Showdown every single week. But you don't want to wait until Saturday to see all the stars of the World Fighting Showcase. Well, I have great news for you. If you go to WFSinsider.com and become a subscriber today, you'll be the first to see Showdown each and every week. WFSinsider.com. For less than $5 a month, you can become an insider.
Legends of the territories, greats of the arena, matches you will see nowhere else. WrestleRewind.com, the streaming network for real wrestling fans. 30-day free trial, monthly and yearly subscription rates, members-only exclusive content. If you miss how it was, come stream with us and we'll remind you how it is. WrestleRewind.com, the network for real wrestling fans. This is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted super fans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
Nor count on Elliott Russell could stay on the outside if he really wanted to. But he comes back into the squared circle now. And calling for a test of strength against the big man, Brian Logan. One half of the Greco-Roman knuckle lock applied. We get the other one here. And it's interesting to see who has that upper body strength. You think it would be Logan, but look at the arms on Elliott Russell. Very long reach and very flexible, which allows him to bend those wrists back. But Logan fights his way up and a kick to the gut. And there you see, look at, oh! Somebody's gonna need some manicure work. And here comes Adkins now, going to work on Elliott Russell. Great wrist lock here. As we see the Heat Seekers in a little bit of trouble here at this point. And it looks like Elliott Russell trying to get Adkins into the corner to break loose. And referee calling for the clean break there. Not really giving a headbutt to Adkins now. Puts him in a disadvantageous position, but his Adkins' speed is something to be seen. And now with that armbar applied, Adkins had Elliott Russell down, but Adkins brings Logan back into the match. You know, it's interesting to see how well Adkins and Logan have gelled together. Granted, they are still very fresh compared to the experience of the Heat Seekers. We talked about this earlier. The Heat Seekers well-traveled. Heat Seekers have had tag team championships too numerous to mention during this match. And now, Sigmund calling for the pin. And only one count there. Now, Logan in a position he does not need to be in. As we see, the Heat Seekers have cut the corner off and doing damage to the spine of the troublemaker. And Elliott Russell now just playing with Logan at this point. Bringing him back up, helping him up. And clubbing forearm. And a second one straight to the back that they just went to work on. And a leg drop by Russell going for the pin. 2 count only though. Brian Logan showing great resiliency out there. And look at the psychological warfare being applied by the Heat Seekers to the Sensational One. And this is where their inexperience as a tag team comes into play. Adkins, maybe with a little more experience with his partner, would have known not to go in there. Now the Heat Seekers with an axe handle. A clubbing form, they're keeping Brian Logan grounded here. Now, fantastic headbutt by Sigmund, straight to the shoulder of Logan. 2 count only though. You hear this? A 2 count and a tag brings in Elliott Russell again. Look at this. Probably in the last minute and a half, we've seen at least 2-3 tags by the Heat Seekers. Whereas Logan is exhausted. Adkins very quick to break up the pin there, very wise. That could have been all. And this is what Logan needs. He needs that moment to recuperate as Russell argues with the referee. And there you go. This is what we can see out of Brian Logan. He's trying to fight. He's very dazed though. Logan getting ripped off the ropes. Russell going for that clothesline, but no one's there, and a double clothesline takes both men down. But look at the way that Logan flipped over. Logan is not in the position he needs to be in. And that could play to the disadvantage of the Sensational Troublemakers tag team. That's Sigmund coming back in, but here comes Sensational Wayne Adkins. And Adkins cleaning the house with that big right hand of his. Whipping Sigmund off the ropes and a textbook drop kick. Adkins quick to go for the pin. What? New champions possibly? No! And a breakup. Stops the crowning of new tag team champions. And now it's pandemonium out here. As the referee trying to gain some composure. Adkins and Russell on the outside, who I believe are still the legal man, and Sigmund and Logan in there, but Sigmund with the super kick. Referee call for the
still WFS World Tag Team Champions,
Whoa.
the Heat Seekers.
So you think you've seen it all? Not even close. Live arena footage, fan cams, the lost Boston Garden matches of Bruno Sammartino. It's WrestleRewind.com. 30-day free trial, monthly and yearly subscription rates, members only content.
It's WrestleRewind.com, the network for real wrestling fans and the ones who think they've seen it all.
This is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted super fans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
Hello, fight fans. Dallas Danger here. And if you're like me, you love all the action here on WFS Showdown every single week. But you don't want to wait until Saturday to see all the stars of the World Fighting Showcase. Well, I have great news for you. If you go to WFSinsider.com and become a subscriber today, you'll be the first to see Showdown each and every week. WFSinsider.com. For less than $5 a month, you can become an insider. Well, fight fans, we are moments away from our television championship contest. Murphy Costigan finally will have to go face-to-face with this man, a man who all along, when Murphy Costigan wasn't even showing up here to Showdown Television, saying he wanted the opportunity to take on Murphy Costigan. Crash, what's going through your mind as you walk your way to the ring for this championship encounter?
Yeah, I think what I've done these last few weeks have shown the capabilities that I have. The fans want to see this match. They want to see this television championship match between me and Murphy. The Crash crew wants to see this match. But most importantly, I think I deserve that chance. And when I seen my name on that card facing Murphy Costigan for that television title, I knew this is my spot to shine. You know, success happens when preparation and opportunity meet. Here's my opportunity. I'm prepared. And here comes the success.
Crash Cassidy on his way towards ringside. Let's go down to Jonathan Darwin with the action for the television championship. This contest, scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit, is for the World Fighting Showcase Television Championship. Introducing first the challenger. From Christiansburg, Virginia, weighing in at 320 pounds, Crash Cassidy! And his opponent, weighing in tonight at 240 pounds, from Glasgow, Scotland, the Scottish sensation, Murphy Costigan!
I hand him my car keys, he parks my car, and smiles and waits for me to tip it. You're a loser. You'll always be a loser.
And the television championship on the line as the champion pie faces Crash Cassidy. This could be a way to poke the bear, as they say. And Crash Cassidy with a humongous frame getting into a shoving match with the television champion, and Costigan goes straight down on his rump. Costigan, he's had his run as champion. We're looking at 700 plus days here. But this could be his toughest challenge to date in Crash Cassidy. Collar and elbow tie up here now. And referee does get the clean break. You know, this is Crash's best opportunity. He's gone through people like Nate Diamond, Abel Graves, Bo James. He called out Murphy Costigan, and now he has the chance to grab the proverbial brass ring, as those would say. And now will we see a clean break out of Costigan? Yes. There is honor here in World Fighting Showcase. And Costigan, back from that hiatus he took in Bayou Country, now being mandated by the WFS president to put the championship on the line each and every week here on WFS Showdown. Collar elbow tap as both men roll around now. The referee trying to get in there to get a clean break again. And you hear it. Wow, look at the way the referee's getting straight in there. And Costigan with a right hand just slugged away at Crash Cassidy. And now some elbows by the Scottish sensation as he puts Cassidy into that side headlock here. And you know what's interesting is you think about all those people that I mentioned earlier that Crash Cassidy has faced, each of them having a varied style of fighting, and how Crash Cassidy was able to come out victorious against each and every one of those men. Scottish sensation playing head games now with Cassidy. This is where I got to give it to Murphy Costigan. He does have it to get into the head of Crash Cassidy, and with Cassidy becoming the aggressor that he needs to be if he plans to be victorious and win the television championship here today on WFS Showdown. And Cassidy, sidewalk slam, pin that man, sir. 2 count only, though. I tell you what, I thought Crash Cassidy, we were going to see a new television champion there. Crash Cassidy was ready to go for that back body drop, but the experience of Costigan stopped him there. And now Costigan going to work on the left ankle of Cassidy.
This is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted super fans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
Hello, fight fans. Dallas Danger here. And if you're like me, you love all the action here on WFS Showdown every single week. But you don't want to wait until Saturday to see all the stars of the World Fighting Showcase. Well, I have great news for you. If you go to WFSinsider.com and become a subscriber today, you'll be the first to see Showdown each and every week. WFSinsider.com. For less than $5 a month, you can become an insider.
Has it been a while since you've been to Memphis? Maybe TWA? Maybe dance in the kitchen till the morning light? Louisiana Saturday night? Well, please come to Boston. We've got lots of room. The greatest territories of all time. Travel to WrestleRewind.com, the network for real wrestling fans.
Crash Cassidy in some serious trouble. As you can see at home, not only does Crash have to be worried about his ankle and possibly the pain and leading to a submission, and well, Murphy Costigan very wisely here trying to take out the left leg of Crash Cassidy, keep him off that vertical base of his. As I was saying earlier, Crash has to worry about getting his shoulders pinned and possibly here. 2 count only though. I tell you, if Cassidy can't put weight on that left leg, this might be a short match. And now Costigan with a fantastic European uppercut. And a second one to boot. Oh, Murphy Costigan accosting the referee there. Verbally assaulting him. And Snapmare Takeover takes Crash Cassidy down. And look at the way that Costigan stays right on top of Crash Cassidy, pinned there. But it's a 2 count only. Murphy Costigan looking mildly frustrated out there as he continues to go back to work on that left leg and getting shoved into the corner by Crash Cassidy's foot. Costigan trying to measure him and just clips that leg out from underneath Crash Cassidy. That whole frame of Crash Cassidy's going straight down on the mat. And look at Costigan again, just now applying that submission. And Cassidy, as you know, look very careful. He's trying not to put that right shoulder down on the mat because he does not want to be pinned in this manner. He's trying to fight back with some closed fist back to the head of Costigan. The sensational Scotsman does break it loose. But Murphy still in control here with that forearm now. And Murphy Costigan ready to whip the big man off the ropes and shoulder tackle takes down the champion. And can Crash Cassidy, there it is, he's trying to control, putting weight on that right leg. Oh, wait a minute, I thought Crash was going to be able to get up Murphy for that big slam, but that leg may be damaged. That knee and that quad could all be in severe trouble out here. And look at the experience of Murphy continuing to go to work on the back of that inside leg. And that'll stretch the groin. That'll put some severe pressure on what Cassidy's trying to do. And Murphy Costigan almost picking at the pieces now of what is the challenger. But Crash trying to fight to get up. Costigan, an exchange of forearms by both fighters, and what a headbutt by Murphy Costigan. A lariat takes down the champion. Oh, look at the great ring awareness by the Scottish sensation there to break up the pin, getting that hand of the rope. Some may call it lucky, but I call it experience. And now Crash Cassidy, he's going to have to fight again. An eye rake will slow down the big man. Crash Cassidy coming in. And what a boot by Murphy Costigan, going for the pin here. 2.5. Look at the look of shock on Murphy Costigan's face. He thought it was over and he was going to go to what some call the pay window, baby. Now, Murphy Costigan, he's going to have to reassess what he needs to do to put away this challenger. And Murphy Costigan going for that clothesline. Wait a minute! Crash not able to get it all, but he does get back up with that side headlock. Murphy Costigan, and he can't get nothing. Look at the straight shots to the solar plexus. Crash got that gunslinger. We got a new champion!
Here's your winner and new WFS Television Champion, Crash Cassidy!
Crash Cassidy has reached the mountaintop here in World Fighting Showcase. Week after week, this man went through competitor after competitor. He called out the television champion, and he delivered 100%. There he is, your new television champion, Crash Cassidy. We'll have the main event for you right after this break, and it will be for the WFS American Championship. Reaper Matt Connor, Ultimate Athlete David Anthony, after this.
This is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted superfans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
Hello, fight fans. Dallas Danger here. And if you're like me, you love all the action here on WFS Showdown every single week. But you don't want to wait until Saturday to see all the stars of the World Fighting Showcase. Well, I have great news for you. If you go to WFSinsider.com and become a subscriber today, you'll be the first to see Showdown each and every week. WFSinsider.com. For less than $5 a month, you can become an insider.
So imagine what I could do to you. I can tear a telephone directory in two. Bending iron bars is something else that I can do. I always pick my teeth with the nearest billion few. So imagine what I could do to you. To see my many attributes won't need a second glance. You know if you resist.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit, is for the WFS American Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Derry, Maine, weighing in at 217 pounds, the Reaper, Matt Connor. And his opponent from La Follette, Tennessee, weighing in at 223 pounds, he is the WFS American Champion, the Ultimate Athlete, David Anthony!
It does not get any larger than this, ladies and gentlemen. The World Fighting Showcase American Championship on the line. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, I thought David Anthony was going to quickly retain there. The voice of tradition, Jonathan Darwin, here to call this main event for you. I tell you what, we got two very similar styled men, similar in frame, similar in weight. I mean, we're only talking about a 6-pound difference here. That's not a lot. And will be interesting to see if David Anthony's martial arts background comes into play against the Reaper, Matt Connor. And Connor down on the mat now, and look at that. And Anthony, wow, look at the way that Connor is able to get over. Connor, with years of experience, he knows how to get to those ropes and break up whatever his opponent has on him. And David Anthony now, a collar and elbow. I thought we were going to see the test of strength, but side headlock by the Ultimate Athlete. And look at the way that David has that cinched in. Shoots off the ropes and a shoulder tackle. Whoa, Connor quick to roll out the way and getting frustrated in the early minutes of this fight. And now you see Connor. He's calling for the test of strength, but Anthony's mildly reluctant and with good caution. As you see Connor now in control. Connor coming off the ropes, and what an arm drag by David Anthony. As I was alluding to earlier, David Anthony has that arm bar that he has been developing. Getting that from his jiu-jitsu background. And now, Connor, but look at the way that Anthony was able to hold on, even with the slam by Connor. Look at the way that David Anthony's bending back the arm of the Reaper there. He's really stretching those tendons and ligaments. Rear waist lock applied now, but Connor, kick to the quad, finally does break free. And now we'll go to work on the left leg of the champion. Matt Connor very wise to keep the champion down. And wait a minute. I tell you what, I hate to see that. That could be a humongous risk to bring in.
This is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted super fans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
So you think you've seen it all? Not even close. Live arena footage, fan cams, the lost Boston Garden matches of Bruno Sammartino. It's WrestleRewind.com. 30-day free trial, monthly and yearly subscription rates, members only content. It's WrestleRewind.com, the network for real wrestling fans and the ones who think they've seen it all.
Hello, fight fans. Dallas Danger here. And if you're like me, you love all the action here on WFS Showdown every single week. But you don't want to wait until Saturday to see all the stars of the World Fighting Showcase. Well, I have great news for you. If you go to WFSinsider.com and become a subscriber today, you'll be the first to see Showdown each and every week. WFSinsider.com. For less than $5 a month, you can become an insider.
Bring in one of the members of the audience to go up against the Reaper. And now, Matt Connor and he has, Anthony able to fight out of the corner of the forearm in a second one. Trio of forearms as David Anthony gets ready to come off the ropes, and Connor, look at the slide, taking out the knees of David Anthony. Go for the pin here. 2 count though. David Anthony in some mild trouble as we see. Continue with this match. And Connor, he's being a skillful tactician out there. Got the spinning toe hold applied. Just bending the ankle there of Anthony. Look at the way that Connor has that cinched in. Connor, an expert submissionist in his own right. Wait a minute, inside cradle. A 2 count. Oh no, I don't know if Anthony's going to be able to put weight back on that left leg. Connor's going to make sure that he can't. That elbow straight to the kneecap.
Can you not stand up? Can you not stand?
Listen to that. Listen to that verbal assault by the challenger. And now the Ultimate Athlete in some real trouble out here. Wait a minute. Anthony trying to fight back.
Pretty worthless to me.
Connor continues the verbal assault, as you can hear, on David Anthony. Snapmare takeover now as the Reaper gets that side headlock, reverse chin lock applied, cutting off the oxygen, giving David Anthony very little time to get back to his senses. Referee very close to checking there, make sure it is not a chokehold. Now Connor, I tell you what, straight across the nose there, Anthony may have a broken nose at that elbow by Matt Connor. Referee doing his job, trying to get the break out of it. And Anthony very winded at this point and dazed. Look at the way Connor's just playing now. Oh, I think he brought him up by the ears. And look at the force. Even with Connor throwing him in there, David Anthony still went down. Oh! What a brute by Anthony out of nowhere. And he gets somewhat of a drop kick, but he can't get everything because Anthony could not put weight on that left leg. You hear the fans calling for him. They want to see the champion fight back. They want to see that champion get back up. Now, David Anthony not able to get back up. And Matt Connor still going to work there. Both men fighting back up. Connor had a vertical base. Can Anthony get there? Yes, he does with a European uppercut. And the champion with the forearm continues to strike on Connor, but Connor reverses, whips Anthony off the ropes, and wait a minute, David Anthony, huge punch there. David Anthony with some almost hands of stone, and look at the way he flips Connor through. What ingenuity by the Ultimate Athlete. And that adrenaline's kicking in here. And Anthony, oh, wait a minute, he catches Connor. Backstabber. You see David Anthony now getting ready to go for the pin if he's wise. Yes, he is. 2 count only, though. Wait a minute, submission. Oh, I thought Anthony was going to get all that armbar, but look at the way that Connor laced his fingers to make sure that didn't get extended. Connor wise to pin there, but the damage has been done to the left arm of the Reaper. And the Reaper, pulling the hair, bringing the champ down, and grapevines that one leg. Wait a minute. I thought Anthony was going to get the pin, but we got a submission now applied by Matt Connor, David Anthony. Referee checking. I highly doubt we're going to see the Ultimate Athlete submit. Anthony trying to inch his way over to the ropes to get the break from that painful submission hold. Just reaching and clawing across the canvas. David Anthony's not giving in at all, but he can't find a way to get to those ropes. He's going to have to come up with some new tactic. Wait, pins Connor? But look at the pain that has been caused, and misery that's been caused to David Anthony's left leg. And wait a minute, Anthony going for the submission again. Oh, wait a minute, okay. This one's a strange one, folks.
Here's your winner and still WFS American Champion, David Anthony.
This is what I was meaning when I said this has been a strange one, folks. If you notice, Matt Connor had that left leg under the ropes, and in all circumstances, David Anthony should have broken the armbar. I tell you what, Matt Connor has a really strong case for another championship match. Look at the way Connor's now fighting with the referee. I think Connor needs to talk to Tim Horner and advocate for another championship match. Speaking of championship matches, we want to thank you for joining us for WFS Showdown. We see the tag team championships retain new television champion and David Anthony victorious. I tell you, this feud though is far from over. This is the voice of tradition, Jonathan Darwin, saying, "We'll see you next time."
Well, I have great news for you. If you go to WFSinsider.com and become a subscriber today, you'll be the first to see Showdown each and every week. WFSinsider.com. For less than $5 a month, you can become an insider.